Hi, Christine here from Santa Cruz Dahlias. Today I'm kind of doing something different. I don't know if a lot of you know, but my Dahlia journey started with being part of the American Dahlia Society and our local Monterey Bay Dahlia Society. And that's where I learned a lot about dahlias initially. But what we do at those meetings and what we do kind of throughout the year is we show our dahlias. It's sort of like a dog show for dahlias. And the American Dahlia Society has pretty strict rules on what a dahlia should look like. So I wanted to show you, I'm going to be giving a talk tomorrow at our dahlia judging seminar on some of the flaws that ADS shows in blooms and so I thought I'd go through some of these and talk to you about what they would say is not which are problems basically with fully doubled dahlias. So I wanted to show you these two here. This is considered a bull nose on a dahlia, and it's considered a fault if you had it for judging. If you had this up on the bench, it would say that this bull nose is a fault. If there was another dahlia that didn't have a bull nose and everything else was equal, this one would not win. And this one too. And bullnose sometimes can be seen as an immature bloom. So you can see this one doesn't go all the way back. That is one of the other problems when you see a bullnose. It could be just that it's immature. Like this one, when it gets more mature and more petals go all the way back, the bullnose actually might go away. But if you put this up for show, this would be a fault. So I wanted to show you this one here too. This one here is a very immature bloom. You could put this up for show, but you can see it doesn't go very far back. You are kind of looking into the green center with this bloom, and that is considered a fault as well. So with this one, again, you can see the little green center in there. That's considered a fault. I know with some of my blooms, I like the green center for cut flowers. I think like with peaches, it looks really pretty. But if I was showing a bloom that had a green center like this, the American Dahlia Society, that would not probably pass. I mean, it would pass, but it wouldn't get a blue ribbon. So some of the other, this one you can probably tell that it has a lot of issues. Something's up with the center here. It's an older bloom. You've got old brown petals. I just wanted to show you an extreme. This would not be a good show flower. This one here, again, is with the American Dahlia Society, each different form has really strict rules. For example, this is kind of a formal decorative where things march back kind of regularly, but then it starts to get irregular here. So this would be considered a mixed form, and that's not good for show. Also, again, the center's a little green, and the bloom itself does not have enough petals. So with this one here, definitely lots of petals that go all the way back. That's nice. It's a ball form. If you pull a petal out at the median here, you can see that it overlaps for more than 50% and that of the petal here. So that would mean that it's a ball dahlia. That's how you can figure out form for these. Like a difference between a formal decorative and a ball would be how far it overlaps. This particular bloom has a pretty big green center. So that would be a fault if you put this up on the show table. So this one, again, I'm showing you all the faults. You can see the pollen in there. You can even actually see the stigma in there. That's considered for elimination. You can't show a flower that's showing pollen like that. And it's a little bit of a bobblehead too, but that you probably wouldn't see too much on the show bench. On this one, it has a green center, and that's considered a fault as well. This one here, another one with a green center. This one here, I'm bringing out one of the faults for show dahlias is these bracts, these little green pieces that hold up the petals. You shouldn't be able to see those. I personally think they're really pretty in cut flowers. Like on a bloom like this, it complements it, but for a show flower, that would it wouldn't go very far. It wouldn't get up to the head table and be best of show, you know, like dogs, like the best dog in the whole show. Well, at dahlia shows, you have the best bloom of the whole show. There might be thousands of dahlia blooms there, and one is chosen as the best bloom of the whole show. So this is interesting too. This particular bloom, again, you can see the bracts, so that's a problem. It's what called well, it's bearded if it has extra blooms down toward, petals down towards the bottom, and it looks longer down there. This one's kind of bearded to the top. It looks like these are longer petals towards the top, and it's not a very regular marching out of the petals, so that's a problem. And also you can see it's not very mature. It doesn't go back very far. With show dahlias, they want this, if it's, say, this is 3 inches, they would want this to go back at least 2 inches, like 3/4 or 2/3 of the depth. So, so that's kind of it for just some of them. So there's different show traits and stuff for open center ones, so those are also shown at dahlia shows, but I was just showing some formal decoratives today. Have a good day, everyone.